Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I do my makeup for Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa. This is just how I do it, however, this is not how you have to if you cosplay Junko. I'm going to give a couple suggestions along the way of different makeup that you can use, and I will put everything I use down in the description below. So just starting off, I have already put my colored contacts in. I don't remember offhand where they're from, but I will include the link below. So after I make a couple more funny faces, we will just get started. So what I start with is I mix this Shine Killer from NYX with a primer. This is just from Wet n Wild. I like to mix the two because the Shine Killer really keeps me matte, especially when I'm going to conventions all day and you get a little sweaty. It is a good trick. Alright, so next I use concealer. I put it under my eyes, along the bridge of my nose, and on my forehead, and a little on my chin sometimes. This is kind of how I start the highlighting process, and I put this under my foundation. Blend that in with a beauty blender. I will go back with my fingers sometimes to really work that concealer into all the little nooks and crannies. Oh, my contacts hurt me. Look at all those chins. Alright, so this foundation I wouldn't really recommend. It's from e.l.f. and it's a really weird shade, but if you're on a budget, it definitely works. I put this all over my face in tiny little dots, and then I work it in with a beauty blender. Sometimes I use a brush, but I like the beauty blender right now. Really take your time working on this foundation. Really work it into the skin, make sure there's no wrinkles or messy patches or anything that's not blended in. I think that super helps with the look of having airbrushed, perfect, flawless anime skin. Alright. So once you've done that, take any kind of tinted powder. I use this Stay Matte foundation powder all over my face. This A really helps with the airbrush look, and B keeps you matte and so not sweaty all day. I also swipe this over my eyes just as the beginning of priming your eyelids. Now I take this big fluffy brush and any contouring palette. I use the Lorac Pro one personally, but the Wet n Wild one isn't too bad. I mix together the banana shade and the pale shade, the like neutral highlighting powder, and put that under my eyes, along the bridge of my nose, forehead, chin, everywhere you highlighted before, and also underneath where you're going to be contouring your cheekbones. Great. Now take a contouring brush. This one's from Wet n Wild, and I take the lightest contouring shade because I am not very good at contouring and I don't want to mess up. So I take that and I really take my time working it in, trying to make sure there are no harsh lines. Great. Now I'm taking this little eyeshadow brush and I'm using the same shade to contour my nose. I already have a naturally upturned nose, but I like to emphasize that for certain characters, so you'll see me putting a straight line across the top of my nose to do so. This is also a good trick if you would like to look like you have an upturned nose. Great, so now I'm taking a bronzer. This one's from Physicians Formula. I like it, but it's a little shimmery. I use this to kind of fade out the contouring I've already done to make it look more natural. So I go under my chin, my forehead, even though you won't see it because of the bangs, and where I contoured already. Now I'm taking a very fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I am using the shimmery highlighter from the Lorac palette on the top of my cheekbones to emphasize that upturned nose, along the bridge of my nose, on the top of my lip, and under my eyebrows. These are my favorite places to highlight. You can highlight wherever the heck you want, though. Do your thing. Now I'm taking this super shimmery pink blush and putting it, focusing on the apples of my cheek, but brushing it all the way up towards my temples. This helps give the appearance of really high cheekbones and really cute round cheeks. Sometimes I put it on my nose also, but that's usually for a little more sweet characters than Miss Enoshima. Great, so now you're going to go to the eyebrows. You can fill in Junko's eyebrows however you so choose. Some do pink, some do brown, some do black. I'm just filling mine in how I would normally fill in my eyebrows because you're not really going to see them because of the bangs anyways. So I'm using this gel and powder kit from e.l.f. I love this, would absolutely recommend it. And I'm using a thin liner brush. Yeah girl, feel yourself. time for eyes. Nope, just kidding. Don't forget to brush out your eyebrows. Now you're ready. Okay, so take this dome fluffy brush and this nudes palette. This nudes palette I use for almost every single cosplay because it's beautiful basics just for defining those round, beautiful creases. So what I'm doing is taking a light taupe shade and really working it into my creases to get the appearance of very round, large eyes. Beautiful. So now I'm taking this angled eyeshadow brush and working on the outer corner and into the crease with a slightly darker brown. I don't think personally that Junko wears a lot of makeup, so I am just giving the illusion of deep, round eyes. So now I'm taking the same blush that I actually used on my cheeks, this shimmery pink. You can use an eyeshadow if you want though, and putting that all over my lid to give that shiny big eye appearance once more. Taking this little pencil brush, I'm sweeping that blush into the inner corners of my eyes because they're so shimmery it works like a highlight. Now I'm mixing together the two browns I just used on my eyelids with a pencil brush and putting that on the outer corner of my bottom lash line because it gives the appearance of rounded eyes. And if you're not pleased with any of the blending you've already done, you can use the same brushes you've already been using to work out those harsh lines. Now I'm taking the very fluffy blush I used already to highlight my face and highlighting my eyes, using a white eyeshadow or the same highlighter used before under your eyebrows, whoa, and inner corners. Great, time to eyeliner. My least favorite part! Okay, take your time. Line your whole lid from the inner corner to the out and build it up until you get a nice, thin, or a relatively thick wing. This is something that I think all Danganronpa characters could use. It looks like their animation style, and it took me 100 years to perfect. But not too shabby, right? Great, so now that you've got both eyes done, and they look relatively similar, we can move on. So I'm taking a very thin brush that I think is supposed to be for lip liner, and using black eyeshadow to go and give myself a false lower lash line to really give the huge eye effect. Wonderful. Feel yourself. Remember, just like your eyebrows are cousins and not sisters, your wings are cousins and not sisters as well. So now I'm taking two white eyeliners, the jumbo pencil from NYX and a regular eyeliner pencil, and going in my bottom waterline. I like to use both because the jumbo pencil puts down a lot of pigment, and the thin pencil can move the pigment around to space it out more evenly, and also can be used to highlight the inner corner. Yes, look at those eyes! Alright, now curl your lashes. I have no idea what this is from. This is old and it scares me, but I think it's really important before putting on fake lashes. Now, mascara. I put on mascara before fake lashes, but you don't have to do that. These are two things that I think kind of work as dupes, but I'm going to use the Better Than Sex one because I really like it. One coat of it and you almost don't even need fake lashes. For some characters, that's actually all I do. But not for Miss Extra Enoshima. Alright, so now I guess you could put your wig cap on now. Most people would put it on at the beginning of this, but I forgot until this moment. A good trick I have is if you have these tufts of hair on the side like I do, is you could pin them back, but because I wasn't going to a convention, I didn't feel like I needed to do that today. Great, so now it's time for the lashes. I am not actually going to recommend this lash glue because it does not last whatsoever. If you want a good one, get one from Ardell. That's great. But these diamond lashes are perfect. I think they really look like the lashes that Danganronpa characters have in their animation style. So just put those suckers on. It just takes practice, my friends. Something that I forgot to film is that after this, I put on a coat of just some pomegranate Burt's Bees. It gives a nice look of that kind of healthy lip. And I also trimmed my bangs before I took pictures. But my friends, that is how I do my Junko Enoshima look. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. All of my social media is down below. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And please support me on Patreon if you can. I would love to make more videos like this for you all. And thank you so much for watching.